So you want to be a mastermind person? You have certainly come to the right place. Just keep listening, and I'm going to share with you how to become a mastermind person. So you want to become a mastermind? You want to become a mastermind person? If you want to become a mastermind person, then my first challenge or my first even request to you is study the history of mastermind. How did it come about? You know, Andrew Carnegie had no business education, no formal business degree, but at age 14, he became a messenger boy for a telegraph company where he had the privilege to read all the messages and financial dealings of all the local business people. And by age 17, he had a complete MBA by reading all of these things, the local success tycoons that they were there. He got a full equivalent to an MBA. And he didn't stop there. Throughout the rise to his top, he always surrounded himself with people better than him, who knew more than him. And that's being a mastermind person. And the famous Chicago Six that he called, that where he swapped secrets with the founder of the Wrigley chewing gum, the founder of the Yellow Cab, the taxi company, the founder of the world's largest ad agency, that he swapped them. And Andrew Carnegie, in 1908, he commissioned Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. He commissioned him to study the most successful people of his era, that what business principles they employed, what characteristics did they possess to become the leading businessmen of their time. As a result of that commissioned study, Napoleon Hill came up with 17 principles of success, and that all of these people possess. 3 of them he called foundational principles. Probably Carnegie was not surprised at all to find that one of the top 3 qualities that are foundational to all these successful men were masterminding, really. And the truth is, Carnegie was not the first person to come up with the idea. Benjamin Franklin, he created a group. He called it Club of Mutual Improvement. And if you doubt the power of mastermind, being a mastermind, here is a result of Ben Franklin's Club of Mutual Improvement, his version of mastermind. Guess what came out of that? The concept of libraries came out of that. What else? The concept of night watchmen. What else? Paved streets and public hospitals. They came out as a result of this concept of mastermind. Guess what? Jesus Christ. He employed the principle of mastermind. He selected 12 people and he said, "Follow me." And the world has never been the same. So throughout history, the truth is, anyone who has accomplished anything great has employed the principle of mastermind, either consciously or unconsciously. Bill Gates and Paul Allen, the founders of Microsoft, they became 2 of the richest men on the planet by employing the principle of mastermind. And today, all the great in the social media world and all the tech giants that have come up, and Silicon Valley is just teeming with people just coming together to mastermind. So if you want to be a mastermind, surround yourself with people who are better than you. And I say the definition of a smart person is someone who surrounds himself with smarter people. And now you could, if you have a big ego, then you're going to suffer. You're going to feel inferior. And I remember my first mentor, Anthony Robbins, or Tony Robbins. And he studied successful people, and he's always surrounding himself with people that are better than him in every aspect. And that's what helped him to rise to the meteoric rise that he wants to learn about money. He's literally created a mastermind of the best minds who knows about money. Just imagine he went and interviewed all of them and put them together so that you and I can just collectively learn from all of these masterminds. And anything that you do. I remember that when I first saw Tony Robbins, and I said to myself that I want to master what he's teaching. I don't want to dabble in it. And I said, what better way to master than go work for him? He'll make sure I live it. And it's not the only time I did it. And one mentor leaves, another mentor shows up. I had another recently, 2012, I had another mentor who just came into my life, and I just stopped everything he was talking about. And he then helped me surround myself with another group of people that had literally, if you only surround yourself with people who go to the same places to get their knowledge, then it's going to be the same thing that you. Surround yourself with people who are different. If you want to become a mastermind, then you have to have people who are better than you. Study history of mastermind and see all the great accomplishment. And yours is about to start because you are now interested in mastermind. Either join a mastermind, find a mastermind, or do what I did. I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I did the next best thing. I started my own. And it's not difficult. And what I did is I looked at all the mastermind groups that were out there, and I read about them. What's their mission? What are they doing? And who they are? And so I just took the best elements from all of them, eclectic, and created mine that is, I believe, is far superior than any one of them. Because I was the new kid in the block. I have to be better. If I'm not better than any one of them, why should people come to mine? And I found what their strengths was and what their weakness was. And then I added those and I plugged those whole. And sometimes in a mastermind, what I call is the GNG analysis, the growth and the gap analysis. I find out where are the people's holes, and I want to find out where's their biggest growth opportunities. So I add fuel to the growth opportunities and I plug in those holes. Because it's not worth it just plugging, fuel your growth if there's a big hole on the other side, the bottom, that you're putting it over here and then it's just leaking out on the other end. So sometimes people come to the mastermind not necessarily to even to grow, but if they can just plug their holes, they don't have to do anything else because everything else is in place. And another thing about mastermind is that, as I said, it's not just business. Any problem that you had, I have had people come to my mastermind and share things that they have not shared with their spouse, they've not shared with their employees, they've not shared with their business partners, and because they feel that much connected with the camaraderie and the friendship. And another big thing about my masterminds are confidentiality. Confidentiality is like, I use a metaphor sometimes. You probably heard that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's in a negative content, but we always start that, hey, whatever happens in this mastermind stays in this mastermind. If you want to share, you must ask permission of that person. If you feel like there's a lesson that you could share, and most of us are speakers. So that, I want to tell that story, your story about how you overcame that, but you go ask for their permission because they may have shared something that they don't want to, or then you change the names and stuff, but make sure that you do that. Confidentiality is key to becoming a mastermind. And if this video resonated with you and you want to master the concept, then I have a special gift for you. Just click the link right below or over here and you're gonna get it. Thank you.